E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You get in this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game. I storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit. I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Hurting self-esteem, low insecurities. Now or never, like push the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick around the jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business starter feed. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra Rio, Fern, Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we begging pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they need pardon. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? You already know it's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats with the Facts. And y'all heard the dough, man. Y'all tuned in to this impromptu. You hear me? This is an impromptu episode right here, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. I wanted to, how y'all doing today, by the way? It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You know what I'm talking about? It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I gotta say so myself. It's beautiful outside. You know what I mean? It's a nice breeze. The temperature is decent. It feels real nice. It's a nice day to, go for a walk or something like that. You know what I mean? But we're going to sit up here and chop it up about this. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get my hair cut at 5:30, so I'm going to sit up here and chop it up with y'all a couple hours, and then until then, You know what I'm saying? But what's up with y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hit that like button, smash the like button, subscribe to the page and all of that. Yeah, man. How did y'all like last night's show, man? If y'all was tapping in last night. You know what I'm saying? Me and L, man, we make sure we put effort into bringing y'all the current events and all that type stuff. You know what I mean? We make sure we bring y'all them current events, man. You know what I'm saying? Them trending topics. You know what I'm talking about? Because we know y'all like to hear them stories, man. And this is good to be, it's good to be up on game. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to be up on game. You know what I'm talking about? But when I came across this story a few days ago, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, L's the one who sent me this story. Matter of fact, he just sent it to me not even a couple of days ago. What's today? I want to say it was yesterday or maybe the day before. And he sent me the story, and I saw it briefly, but I didn't look into it until this morning. It came up across my phone, and it was a video. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking, I was like, oh, this is what L sent me. And I'm sitting here reading the story, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm reading the story while we're listening to the story while I was at work today. And I'm just like, oh my God, man, this is sad, man. Like, you know what I mean? Very sad, man. You know what I mean? Very, very sad situation. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to them children. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids just don't deserve it. You know what I mean? They're innocent in this. But this is a sticky situation right here, man. And like I always say, even though the actual father in this situation was pretty much involved to some extent, and then after things happened, he wasn't, right? I still say that outside of this niche situation, for the most part, these children probably will be better off with their fathers. You know what I'm saying? I posted this on my Facebook page, and you know how people be on Facebook, man. People be in their feelings and emotional on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying? People don't read things in context. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get all in their feelings, and you know, like I said what I said, and I meant what I said. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, these children would probably be better off with their fathers. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a video. This is not a stream to sit up here and single out single mothers or mother. You know what I mean? Not in a negative light anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this situation goes a little bit more further than just, you know, single mothers and all that stuff y'all dudes here on YouTube be talking about, going in on the chicks about. I have even went in on myself, but it's always within its proper context. So I want everybody to always know before y'all be getting in y'all feelings when y'all read stories in the news and stuff, man. How about y'all remove your feelings from it for a hot second and look at the actuality of the situation. Don't be so quick to try to jump on something to get it out there. Do your research and get as much as you can as pertaining to the information that's available to you concerning whatever it is you're gonna be speaking on. It's called doing your due diligence, right? I'm a firm advocator and believer in doing that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all do y'all's due diligence, man, before you sit up here and speak on something, right? As if you know what you're talking about and you actually don't, right? Now, this is a very sad story, like I said, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very sad story. You know, it's very sad because the simple fact, children are involved with this. 5 children. This girl, ZAKIYA, has 7 children in total, right? According to the news articles, but she only had 5 of them with her during this situation, or she actually went to go get the other 5 from their father she went and got the kids from their dad or something like that, and from their dad's house, I think. And yeah, man, and she just basically banged out with the kids, and that's why the Amber Alert was set. or was you know, the Amber Alert was set because, you know, she banged out with the kids. And this is a very, very sad situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, none of these kids lost their life. You know what I mean? Luckily, none of these kids were harmed to the point to where they died or something like that. And this is the illest part about ZAKIYA, because ZAKIYA is actually a decent looking chick, man. Not that that has anything to do with anything, but I'm just saying ZAKIYA is actually a decent looking chick, man. You know what I mean? Sad, man. This is a sad story, man. For real, broke my heart, man, when you feel me? Here they go. Here go the culprits right here. Now, this guy, Jovan or Jovan or whatever his name is, I'm going to say that he is maybe, I'm not going to say he's innocent in this situation, but he don't seem to me to be a person of interest, because it doesn't seem like he was wittingly involved as far as like on any nefarious purposes, if you know what I mean. But I could be wrong. I could be completely and totally wrong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a very sad situation, y'all, man. And this is the guy who was with her when the police found them, you know, with the kids after the Amber Alert was put out. You know what I mean? And like I said, y'all, this is just a sad story, man. It's just sad, man. Just a sad story. Just all around the board is sad. You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate that some children is involved in this to the alert to which they are. Man. Read this article, man. Twins allegedly escaped handcuffs before 5 brothers went missing with mom, prompting an Amber Alert. What was this? Ain't nothing. Cypress, Texas. A bare-boned Amber Alert issued in Houston turned into an interstate search for 5 children and 3 adults. And now the mother and her boyfriend have been charged after they were found in Louisiana. Deputies with the Harris County Precinct 5 Constable's Office elaborated on the alert concerning 5 children who, along with 3 adult members of their family, disappeared at about 5:30 a.m. Late Monday, a set of 16-year-old twins told deputies they escaped their home where they were allegedly handcuffed, according to Constable Office spokesperson Jeff McShann. McShann said the twins, a boy and girl, ran until they found someone to help them call the police. The twins told police they did not know their home address because they hadn't lived there long and allegedly hadn't been outside recently. The constable's office said by the time deputies located the house, their 5 siblings were gone, with their mother, ZAKIYA Duncan, 40, and her boyfriend, who was described as their stepfather in the alert, Jova Terrell, 27. According to information released by the Texas Center for the Missing, a coinciding silver alert was issued for Duncan's 5 children. Nicholas Menina, 7 years old, Zayden Menina, 10-year-old, Jovian Menina, 12-year-old boy, Javier Menina, 12-year-old boy, and Gerard Menina, 14-year-old boy. The 5 children were last seen in the Cypress area near Fry Road when the alert was issued. Duncan and Terrell are in the process of being charged with injury to a child and are being brought back to Harris County on Tuesday, according to the constable's office. According to ABC affiliate WBRZ, Duncan and Terrell were stopped in a silver Mitsubishi Outlander at about 4:30 p.m. in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. When the 2 suspects were captured, they only had 1 child with them. Duncan and Terrell told investigators that they dropped the other children off at a relative's house in Louisiana. McShann confirmed that the remaining children were in fact at a relative's home in Louisiana and said Child Protective Services have been contacted. The twins are in CPS custody and currently in the hospital after deputies described them to have bruises and appeared malnourished. It was also believed that the children's 18-year-old brother, Jamarian Robinson, was with them, but his whereabouts were not immediately disclosed. Duncan was sentenced to serve probation for her cruelty to juvenile charge in 2013 and later fulfilled the terms by 2020. Sad, man. This is a sad situation, man. What's up with you, life with Nikisha? Hey, how you doing, baby? I see you subscribe to the page, man. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the situation, man. You're welcome to tap in anytime you want to. This is a very sad situation right here. You understand what I'm saying? It's very sad, man. How many of y'all I know y'all done heard about this by now. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Look how skinny these little dudes is. Right? This is terrible, man. This is horrible. This is absolutely terrible, man, for real. Very sad. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell to subscribe to the page. Well, that's nice to hear, Life with Nikisha. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for subscribing to the page, man. Tell everybody, all your friends, to come tap in and walk with us later on tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We having a show featuring up-and-coming Columbus, Ohio independent artist, Drip the Don. I'm telling y'all, this young brother is about to blow. This young brother is next up. He's very talented, and he's gonna be on the show later tonight. He's a hometown representative and native, so we're gonna have him on the show later on tonight. But right now, it's an absolute must that we discuss this situation. Right? It's very sad. It's very unfortunate. You know what I mean? Very, very unfortunate. Hold on, let me take this off the screen real quick for y'all. I'm gonna keep it up there. This is sad, man. Just dropping the kids off with random people and all type of crazy stuff, man. Oh, let's listen to this right here. This is straight out of Texas right here.
Many people are injured and can't afford to get the treatment they need because insurance.
Yeah, man, y'all. This story is very sad, man. And I just want to shed some light on this situation in the way that they probably ain't gonna do on the news and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man.
Meantime, 5 children were allegedly kidnapped by their mother.
Fair use.
From their home outside Houston.
All 5 of those kids have been found safe here in Louisiana, but we're learning more details about this incident. This is Nick Perlin in studio tonight with the latest.
Michael, Sylvia, the children's mother, along with her boyfriend, have been arrested, and documents show this isn't her first time she's been in trouble with her treatment of juveniles. This parking lot near Nicholson Drive is empty now, but Tuesday afternoon, police cars swarmed the parking lot, cornering this gray SUV that came across state lines from Texas. This is the home where deputies say the 2 people you see on your screen are accused of kidnapping 5 kids. The woman is their mother. It's left neighbors in this Texas subdivision stunned.
It's just crazy to see that it's right here in your community. It's definitely devastating.
According to deputies in Harris County, Texas, twins were allegedly handcuffed but managed to escape from the Texas house. They found someone who helped them call the police, but the kids had a hard time directing police to the house. Neighbors say they just moved in about 2 weeks ago. When police finally arrived, the mother, the boyfriend, and the 5 siblings were gone.
When I first saw the police, I originally thought it could have been maybe drug-related, but after hearing the news, I'm devastated. I hope they get found safe and sound. I have a son of my own, so I'm definitely sending my prayers out to those families.
Tuesday afternoon, this gray SUV was found on Highland Road near LSU. Only one of the 5 kids was in the car. Deputies say the other 4 kids were dropped off at their aunt's house in Louisiana. Court documents show the mother was charged in Baton Rouge back in 2012. That time, she was charged with cruelty of a juvenile. and later pled guilty to a lesser charge. This Texas neighbor hopes everyone holds their child close.
If you have children at home, just hold on to them and make sure they're safe as well.
Man.
The mother and the boyfriend will be taken back to Harris County in Texas. They will face first-degree injury of a child. In studio, Nick Perlin, WBRZ News 2.
God damn, man. According to reports, Nikisha, that's what the reports was saying. That's what the reports been saying, man. It's very sad. Very sad. All right. Now, hold on. Let's keep reading now. All right. All right. The officials say that Duncan and Tara only had one child in the car when they were taken into custody, and the child that they had in the car with them was her oldest son, who's an adult, right? So she got 7 kids altogether. The 5 was by this guy, Nicholas Menina, and the other 2 was by some other guy, right? And the other young person that was found with them was actually her oldest son. And since he was an adult, right? And they actually allowed him to leave. They actually allowed him to leave the scene, and he took the car and everything. From what I was, Yeah, this is a sad case, man. You hear me? Sad situation. Gotta say that, man. Hit the like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and all of that. You feel me? Yeah, they were saying that the reports was saying that she made the kids eat bleach, drink bleach. When they didn't comply to what she was doing, man, she would make them eat their own feces and drink spray oven cleaner down their throat and all type of crazy stuff, man. Just all types of crazy stuff, man. And you got to ask yourself, man, like, what would compel a mother to operate in that way concerning her own children? You know what I'm saying? So, man, and just like the homie in the story said, and just like the homie, man, hug your kids, man. Hug your children, man. For real. Please, man. God damn, this story is sad, man.
Child abuse in Texas. A mother and her boyfriend in custody tonight after a brother and sister were seen on a neighbor's doorstep asking for help. It's disturbing tonight. This doorbell camera capturing the boy and girl who said they had been held captive in their own home with their siblings, that they'd been handcuffed. That neighbor bringing them in, giving them blankets and food, calling authorities. When they arrived at their home, their mother and 5 younger siblings were gone. Tonight, the mother arrested, and we have learned that mother had been charged before. So the question here, how did the system fail these children? ABC's Maria Villarreal in Houston for us.
Tonight, these are the harrowing images of a brother and sister who police say were being held captive.
Look how skinny the little homie back is, man. Now, these is 15 and 16-year-old little boys, man. You hear me? This is crazy, man.
In their own home, the images of their pleas for help were captured by a doorbell video camera. The 2 teens are twins. They were going door to door begging for someone to help them. There were signs on their arms. They'd been handcuffed, both barefoot and one shirtless.
They were saying that they had just gotten here from Baton Rouge, I think they said. That they just moved here and that their mom didn't disclose the address to them, and so they didn't know where they lived.
5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, the pair approached the door of a neighbor who wants to remain anonymous. The woman taking the teens in, feeding them, giving them blankets. The brother and sister telling her they hadn't eaten in more than a week, and they had unsuccessfully tried to escape the day before.
But she got caught.
Damn.
And her mom beat her, hit her in the head.
The siblings saying they'd been handcuffed and held captive in the family's laundry room. The handcuff visible in this photo. They allege abuse at the hands of their mother and her boyfriend. allege abuse at the hands of their mother and her boyfriend. Law enforcement issuing an Amber Alert for their 5 siblings Tuesday afternoon. Authorities looking for their mother, 40-year-old ZAKIYA Duncan, and her 27-year-old boyfriend, Jova Terrell, both later arrested in Baton Rouge on preliminary charges of assault and continuous violence, and now behind bars in Louisiana waiting to be extradited to Houston. And tonight, authorities say the 5 children have been found safe.
You know, David, we've also confirmed that there were some charges against this woman, this mother, about 10 years ago. She was given probation in that case, and she just got off probation just a few years ago. We were able to confirm also with the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, as of right now, they have opened up their own case right here in Texas. Those 2 teenagers are now at a local children's hospital. They will likely end up in foster care when they get out, but it is very clear that their care and their treatment is being watched very closely by this community that is in absolute shock tonight.
So many asking, Maria, how did the system fail children yet again as we reported another one of these cases? Maria, thank you.
Damn, man. God damn, man. It's crazy, man. Right? So the natural question, right? The natural question in all of this, right? Of course, the natural question is, where's the father at in this whole situation, right? Because clearly this guy, Jova, isn't their father. He's the lived-in boyfriend. So, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with him, right? Why is she messing with a dude who is 13 years her junior? You know, that could be either here or there. That's really like a non-factor. But the thing is, like I said, in this situation, for the most part, not this specific situation, but in general, the children would be better off with their father. But in this situation, that's totally contrary to what I just said, because their actual father, Nicholas Manina, he was also involved in this case back in the day when she caught the case, right? Oh man, this is sad, man. Right? My Lord, man. My Lord. My Lord, man. This is sad, man. But yeah, though, the father, who we about to get to in a second, he also was involved in that case back in the day, right? And he's currently now a part of some church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right? But let's go, man. This is sad, man, for real.
In Louisiana, court documents show her children
County tomorrow.
It's like
Starving them and holding them captive in a laundry room are set to be brought back to Harris County tomorrow.
ZAKIYA Duncan.
Starving and accused of handcuffing her children, starving them and holding them captive in a laundry room are set to be brought back to Harris County tomorrow.
ZAKIYA Duncan and Jova Terrell were found in Baton Rouge after an Amber Alert was issued in Texas. Matt Doherty in Cyprus tonight with the video of the teen twins starving and begging for help. We want to alert you. The images you're about to see are
fair use.
Matt.
Nobody could have imagined what was allegedly happening inside of this home. The kids who escaped described a life that is truly a nightmare.
It's close to 5 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Home surveillance cameras show this pair of 16-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, who have just escaped. They spent more than half an hour going door to door, desperately seeking help.
You need some help?
Yes. Can you let us in, please? We're
What's
too
wrong with
good.
you? What? What happened?
We just need someone to be here right now.
No, we can't do that.
Unsure of the circumstances, nearly all of the neighbors told the twins to keep moving. At
That's
about 5:30,
crazy.
the temperature was in the 50s.
It was exactly 5:27 in the morning when I heard.
Crazy, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Imagine your child going through some trauma or traumatic situation and you weren't there to help them, but in the neighborhood you just moved to, this situation happened and none of the neighbors wanted to help your children. Says a lot about our society, man. Let's go, man.
The doorbell rang.
A single mother at home with her daughter was the first and only person to open the door.
I just knew they were kicked right away, so I quickly opened the door. I told them to come in, and I quickly shut the door, and I locked it.
The woman, who asked me not use her name or show her face, says she led the twins to her kitchen.
I sat them down, I brought them blankets, covered them up, and the first thing the little boy
Look at her hands.
Basically, we're saying, like, we're hungry, like, give me something to eat.
Looking at the 16-year-olds, it was obvious. After giving them something to eat, she started asking
Look at that
questions.
shit,
When the little
man.
girl was here standing, she was visibly shaking and was showing me her handcuffs. They was saying, we just broke out of these. They told me that their mom kept them locked in the laundry room.
Wow.
Naked, zip tied from the ankles and handcuffed from the wrist. They said we would pee and poop on ourselves. And they said when we needed to bathe, the mom would let them use the dirty mop water to bathe.
Wow.
They didn't get a bath. They got dirty mop water.
It turned out ZAKIYA Duncan had been arrested for child abuse in the past in Louisiana. Court documents show her children were removed from the home back in 2012. We asked Louisiana's Department of Children and Family Services why the kids were returned, but they told us state law prevents the agency from even acknowledging an investigation.
How can a mother do this to their kids? You know, how can a mother feel like this is okay to do? They deserve it. No kid deserves this.
We spoke with psychologist Dr. Whitney Krausen with Houston's Children's Assessment Center. She says children who suffer this kind of abuse can recover with the proper help.
Oftentimes we think there's no way they can possibly get through all of this, but children are so much more resilient than we give them credit for. Really what they need is just ongoing and consistent support.
In Cyprus, I'm Matt Jordan, KHOU 11 News.
God damn, man. Sheesh. Hit that like button, y'all, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Oh my God, man. My Lord, man. It's just sad, man. There's just so many, just story after story. Just, man, y'all. It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane, right? Now, look at this system, though, man, right? You got a mom who some years ago already had a run-in with the police, with the law, with the state, the city, whatever, for being a abusive mother or, you know, an unfit or whatever the situation was, man, right? And upon that happening, the kids were returned to her. They gave her the kids back, man. You hear me? After her going to court for, you know what I'm saying, and having to go through the whole situation of being abusive to her children, the courts gave her children right back to her. So you got to ask the question, where's the father in all of this, right? Where's the pops in all of this situation, man? Right? It's crazy, man. I can't, man. This is off the chain right here for real, man. Here's the pops right here. All right. This is Nicholas Menina. You feel me? He was also involved with this case back in the day when she caught the first charge. He got a charge too. You know what I'm saying? But when I was doing my cross-referencing, I didn't see anything on his report. I didn't see anything about like him having no, like, he ain't had no continued interactions with the law after that. Matter of fact, after this situation, they kind of broke off their relationship, and he went on to marry somebody else who this person in the picture is with him in this picture. All right. Y'all see whoever that is right there. All right. That's Nicholas Menina right there. All them kids, Menina, all them little boys and little girls. And what that one article I had that had all the kids' names listed. I'm gonna sit up there and erased it. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. But yeah, that's they pops right there. You feel me? And he you know, he went on to be in the church and all that stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? And the Elevate Church of Baton Rouge, right? This is the church where Nicholas, you hear me, was a youth minister at, I believe, right? And this is what somebody posted on Facebook who was used to be a member of that church. She said they have child abusers serving in places of leadership within their congregation. Nicholas Menina was accused and convicted of child abuse previously and then left his ex-wife to abuse the children even more. Right? So him and old girl, ZAKIYA, was abusing the kids. You hear me? ZAKIYA and Nicholas were both abusing the children. Right? They got caught for it. And he was convicted. So, you know, like I said, I didn't get super deep into it. But, you know, if he got convicted, that means he either was sentenced to prison or jail, or he got some type of probation. You know what I'm saying? And but from the way they painting this picture, they're making it seem like ZAKIYA is the main culprit, although this guy was involved as well. So we ain't gonna make no mistake. We ain't cushioning nothing for this guy. He deserved whatever happened to him. And oh, believe for messing with little kids, God got something nice in store for him. You hear me? We ain't gotta worry about it. You know what I'm talking about? One of the worst things you could ever do is misuse and abuse children. That's one of the worst things you could do as a human, as an adult, is abuse and misuse children in any shape, form, or fashion. Any shape, form, or fashion, y'all. If you use, misuse, abuse, molest, violate in any way children, is the worst thing you could do. One of the worst things you could do. Right? Absolutely the worst thing you could do concerning children. And this is their pops right here. Right? They all got his last name. You hear me? So he goes off to be a part of this church. What's the name of the church? The Elevated Church of Baton Rouge. Anybody from Louisiana, from Baton Rouge in the building, man? This is their Facebook page. I guess this is the pastor, I would imagine, right here. This is, I'm going to assume, the first lady and whoever all of these other people are. Right? So I guess this is the church staff right there. So handsome looking lady. Oh man, keep it real, y'all, man. Keep it 100, man. Keep it 100 with me though, y'all. Real talk, man, right? Keep it 100 with me. This person right here between what looks like is the pastor and the first lady, I'm going to assume right here, this person in the middle. Oh my God, whoever that is, man. I don't even want to say what I was about to say now because I don't know. Y'all know how y'all new churches is nowadays. Y'all got women in the pulpit. Y'all got tranny pastors and all that stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep what I was gonna say to myself though. You hear me? Now that I looked a little closer at that picture, I said, whoa, hold on, wait, let me fall back, right? But yeah, this is the Elevated Church, right? Or Elevate Church of Baton Rouge. How many of y'all from Baton Rouge know about the Elevate Church? Right? And this is the church where your homeboy that I just had on the screen, Nicholas Menina, was I think he was doing like videography at the church or something like that. He was doing videography at the church. Like, he was the guy who recorded all the stuff and probably webcasted it, broadcasted it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy like me. He's a videographer, filmographer. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know, he do the same thing I do. You hear me? We get behind these lenses, you know what I'm talking about? This is him right here, his LinkedIn page. You know, he's a photographer, videographer like me. I don't know if he's a filmographer, but I am. I do all three. You know what I'm talking about? It look like he got a real nice camera right there too. So, you know, this is what he, I guess, was doing allegedly at this Elevate Church in Baton Rouge, right? After being convicted and I don't know if released. I didn't look all into his background like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really feel it's necessary to. You know what I mean? Now that when I find out who he is, you know what I'm saying? But you feel me? And I was locked up with hella dudes who was involved with cases with kids, man. You know, that situations be crazy, man. I'm telling you like this, they torture them dudes in the joint. And, you know, whenever a person is involved with a case involved with children, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get convicted of a case involving children, man, if you're not guilty in some way. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? So, you know, it didn't say anything sexual or anything like that. So I'll give him that. But, you know, y'all can't just be beating on the kids, man, and just locking the kids up like animals. That's just as bad. You hear me? And then you got these states that got these lenient court systems when it comes to stuff like this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how kids are be able to be abused, misused, right? And then these kids are about to go through the foster system, which I'm pretty sure y'all all aware that the foster systems, man, they failing. You know, if y'all know anybody who actually grew up in foster care, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, foster care in most states is utterly horrible. The children are more exposed to more abuse and more misuse and mistreatment being involved in the adoptive system and the child protection service. Isn't it funny that they call it child protection services and all of that, but this whole system is designed to totally not protect and in fact misuse, abuse the children, put them in environments where these people don't go no strict screening. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is have a certain tax, be able to be in a certain tax bracket and not have like no violent crimes on you or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I think because you see here, look at the case with these two, they gave the kids right back to her right after going through a whole court situation for messing with the kids. Right? So, you know, we got a case of generational dysfunction right here. Like most of us have experienced a lot. And, you know, I'm not proud to say that, but a lot of us come from very, you know, we come from our fair share of trauma. All of us in our respective ways that we have experienced it, right? And you know what I'm saying? With this case right here, this just goes to prove a lot of things, man. What happened, for one, when the father's not in the home or when the father is in the home, how he could be possibly perpetuating and even contributing to the abuse. This is when people have children who don't need to have children and they're not prepared. And then it could go even further because we got to ask the question, y'all. It's an absolute must that we ask this question and discuss this concerning this situation, man. Right? Right? What would compel a mother? I know my face looking crazy and stuff. I might go get a haircut here in about an hour. You hear me? What would compel a mother to do this to their children? That's the question I ask y'all out here watching and tapping in with me. Hit that like button, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Those of you who are tapping in, right? Over here at A Real Talk, we cover all types of media. Pay attention to that word, media. And we talk about all type of situations and topics. You feel me? So tap in and walk with us. Check out the content. You feel me? Tonight, like I say, my young brother Drip the Don is going to be on the program. Young up-and-coming artist, talented young brother out of Columbus, Ohio. You hear me? Very talented, very, very talented. He's going to come by tonight. We're going to chop it up with him, you know what I'm saying? See what inspired him to get into the music game, to start writing music, because he writes and produces all his own. Well, I don't know if he say he producer, but he writes all his own music. He plays the guitar. He's very talented. He can sing, he can rap, he can dance. You know, he's very, very, very talented. Very talented young brother. I was hosting the Juneteenth Festival, co-hosting the Juneteenth Festival in my city, Columbus, Ohio, this summer, and he was one of the performers, right? And when he performed, he was the absolute best performer out of all the performances I saw, even Adina Howard and Michelle A. He performed better than both of them. Just to be honest with you. I have a recording of that on my YouTube page. All you gotta do is go to my video section and scroll down and y'all see it. And yeah, but we discussing this right here though, because when I saw this story, it touched me in a way that, you know what I'm saying, because I got a soft spot for children, you know what I'm saying, and like probably most people do. And it just was disturbing to hear that a mother would treat her children like this, right? And me being the person I am, and y'all tap in and walk with me, y'all find out on like tomorrow night, when I get done, when I get back later on from get my hair cut, I'm going to put all my shows together for next week. And tomorrow and every Sunday, me and my father, we do Spiritual Roots Sundays, right? The Spiritual Roots, A Real Talk Podcast, Spiritual Roots Sundays. Get into the spiritual roots of whatever it is we're talking about. Tomorrow we're getting to tomorrow's show is going to be the spiritual roots of life and death. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I say, concerning this case, the first thing that came to my mind was what would make a mother treat her children like this, right? And me having the mind that I have and, you know, being the person that I am, there's only a couple few things that I know would make a mother do this. You hear me? And when we talk about the spiritual roots of things, we could briefly have a discussion concerning this case, the spiritual roots of being an unfit mother. How about that? Right? And you know, spiritual roots to situations like this is going to lead to some generational things. You know what I'm saying? And when I say generational, I mean generational demons, generational trauma, epigenetically passed down trauma, childhood trauma especially, because that's where everything starts at, y'all. Now, I ain't no psychologist or psychiatrist, none of that, right? But I've lived a life to where I've having experiences to give me a lot of personal information and insight and knowledge about what we're discussing concerning our sister ZAKIYA and our brother Jovan, right, or Jova, and by proxy, Nicholas Menina, who got a son, Nicholas Jr. I'm pretty sure that's the junior. Very sad situation, y'all, man. Very, very sad, man. Make sure y'all drink y'all gallon of water a day. Right. I normally get a cup, but I just grabbed it out the freezer. I didn't feel like doing all that. So, you know what I'm saying? What would compel a mother to treat her children like this? Right. This is a question that I'm asking y'all. Right. Yeah, like what Nikisha said, hey, some reports were saying that she was making them eat their own feces and eating their excrement, making them drink urine, making them drink bleach, spraying oven cleaner in their mouth when they didn't comply or whatever, and keeping them chained up, handcuffed, zip tied by the ankles, handcuffed by the wrists. Making them take baths in their own bath water and dirty mop water. Like, what would compel a mother to treat her children like this? This is the question, man. I'm asking y'all. Anybody who could be possibly potentially listening, watching right now, put in the chat, what do you think would make a mother, compel a mother to treat her children like this? What would make a father treat his children like this? What would make a father treat his children like this with the mother at one point, right? Get locked up, probation, whatever he got for it, right? And be released or, you know, serve his time, whatever the situation he did. He goes off, right? Marries a whole nother chick, don't even interact with the kids to our knowledge at least, and left her to get with another guy to abuse the children more. What would make a mother and a father do that, y'all? If y'all was paying attention, y'all heard me just say epigenetically passed down childhood human trauma. That's what would make somebody do it. Y'all know what epigenetics is? Any of y'all studied epigenetics? We're familiar with epigenetics? Is anybody familiar with epigenetics? Right? It's crazy, man. This is sad for real, man. Heartbreaking. Very, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. You know, when it comes to asking me, right, what I think will compel a mother and a father to do this, and when I say epigenetically passed down childhood / human trauma, of course, I'm talking about generational demons. Because this is the spirit of molestation. This is the spirit of abuse. Right? The spirit of neglect. This is the only thing I think above all other reasons, because even all of the other reasons, they are all rooted and stemmed to what I'm talking about right here. What me and my pops be getting to on Sunday nights, the spiritual roots. This is all rooted in epigenetically passed down childhood trauma, right? Which at its base root is demons. I want y'all to know that the spirit of molestation, the spirit of homosexuality, right? And when I say epigenetically or generational, because I'm pretty sure for ZAKIYA to treat her children in this way, I'm pretty sure she may have experienced or suffered from the same level, if not worse, abuse from her parents, and so forth and so on, which makes it generational, which is why it's called epigenetics. Epi means on top of or above. Epi, E-P-I, epi or epi. Epi means on top of or above. Genetics, genes, means just genetics, the DNA of humans, or the DNA and biological processes of humans, right? Our literal genetic makeup, our genes, our DNA, you know, the proteins and amino acids and muscles, all of that, right? So if epigenetics means on top of the DNA or on top of the genetic structure, right? And trauma, right, that we experience from childhood, not only do we experience the trauma that we are, whatever we could possibly potentially experience, but we also are inheriting through memory, right? We are inheriting the epigenetic memories of our mother and father. So whatever trauma they experienced when they were a child literally has become a part of the DNA, the part of the genetic structure, right? And through epigenetics, right, on top of the genes, which means the experience or the memory connected to the actual experience, which becomes physiological and a part of the very DNA, which makes it able to be passed down when we reproduce. Since it's being a part of the DNA, when the 23 from your mom and the 23 from your pop's chromosomes, that is, come together for the 46, you are going to be genetically inheriting the trauma through the DNA of your mother and your father combined. Y'all understand what I'm saying to y'all, man? And through epigenetics, the trauma becomes generational, right? And what is the trauma? Demons. We just gonna say flat out what it is. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing, right? And I think that the things have gotten so far to where ZAKIYA could do what she's doing, Nicholas too, and we don't know if Jova was involved with actually abusing or misusing or mistreating, neglecting of the children, violating the children in any way. It didn't say in any of the reports. So as far as the reports go, Jova is just guilty by proxy, but I'm pretty sure if this was his girlfriend or however long they've been together, I'm pretty sure he must be privy to whatever abuse was going on. I don't know about saying he was involved, but if he lived with her, I would imagine that even to the extent that if he saw her abusing the kids and he didn't say anything, he still was involved because he's an accomplice, because she was chaining them up and basically treating them like criminals and prisoners, right? Did you see the marks on the children's hands? Hold on, y'all. Did y'all see the marks on the little homie's hands, man? This is disturbing, man. Very disturbing, man. Sad, man. How can you do this to your children, man? Damn. Oh, they ain't showing none of that stuff. Oh, here we go. Where I just saw, what happened? Crazy, man. Hold on, let me get this picture for y'all, man. Like, look at these kids, man. Like, how could you do this, man? Like, seriously, man. Look at this, y'all, man. This is, man. We got King L's in the building. What's good?
Back to the podcast.
Hold on. Hold on real quick. Now look at this, y'all, man. Look at these kids' hands, man. This is a little boy. This the little girl. Little girl that they're so emaciated that you can't even tell that this is a little girl. I thought it was two little boys. Right? Look at their wrists, man. See how them chained up and cuffed up in the laundry room, feeding them their own boo-boo, feeding them, making them drink bleach and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Their mom.
The twins?
Yeah. And goddamn it, man. This shit crazy, man. Yeah, had them chained up, handcuffed up with zip ties around their ankles. Like, what would compel a mother to do something like that? I'm asking y'all in the audience. I'm asking y'all. What would make you beat your kids like that, starve them, handcuff them, chain them up, feed them their own man? Man, listen, I'm telling y'all right now, man, that right there, when you force somebody to eat their own feces, man, listen. And this is what compelled me to go in on this when I had no intentions on doing it, because this is definitely the craziest story I've heard in a long time, man. Fuck this week. This is what would compel a mother to chain her children up, right? Feed them sandwiches, their own boo-boo, make them take baths and mop water, and like just the part when I heard or read the article that said that she was making them eat their own feces, man. That is very demonic. I'm just gonna say that. That is very demonic right there. That's some demon time shit right there. You hear me? Yeah, I'm feeling. Nah, yeah, I wanted to say this for the day. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, and I wanted to really get into it because, like, I knew it was more to the story than just briefly speaking on this, man. This one deserves some attention right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, the dude she was with, you know what I'm saying? They said when they arrested her oldest son was with her, right? Just crazy. This is absolutely insane, man. Look at these kids, man. I'm talking about, man, listen here, Els, and then listen, look at the daddy. The daddy, Nicholas, Manina, him, right?
Hey, Virgil.
I'm about to pull him up on this. Man, it's crazy out here, man. This all the stories we could possibly hear is just crazy, man. You hear me? Yeah, but I feel you on that though, L. This pissed me off too, though, man. It's like I didn't want to really talk about it last night because them story. We just was some brief stuff, and when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I know it's more to this. You feel me? Now, the dad of these kids, Nicholas Menina, this freaking guy. You know what I'm saying? This is the kid's pops right here. He was involved back in the day. See, old girl ZAKIYA caught a case back in the day behind not taking care of her kids. You feel me? And he was involved with this. Now I don't I didn't see. It didn't say that he went to prison for it. The articles that I read, but I didn't delve deep into it. I don't know if he got probation. She got probation. I don't know if he got probation as well, or if he went to jail. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that he was involved with that. They broke up at that point. She went on to start messing with I don't know if she was messing with Jova instantly after that or whatever, but he went on to get married to a whole nother chick. Yes, exactly, L. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. One of the reasons why I'm going live too. You hear me? And then she kept the kids, but this is him. This is what type of guy this guy Nicholas is, though. You hear me? This guy Nicholas leaves his children, 5 children. Mind you, all 5 of these children got this guy last name. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to repeat all the kids' names. But he left the kids with her. Went on to marry some other chick. Got involved with this Elevate Church in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was out there, because they took the kids from him probably. Or trying to take the kids to him or doing something. Big boy pattern. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Very disturbing, man. Very, very disturbing, man. Yeah, man. Shit crazy, man. Motherfuckers mistreating their kids like that, man. That is crazy to me, man. Yeah, people can definitely be sick out here, man. People can be outright just nasty, man. And like I say, y'all, what would compel somebody to treat their children like this, man? I can only think of a few things, man. And at the end, I can really only think about, really one thing, for real. Because make no mistake about it, y'all. A person who would be treating their children like this, listen here, evil. The first word that comes to my mind is evil. And this is the pops. He caught a case too. And he went on to be a part of this situation right here. This organization right here. Like I said, out of Baton Rouge. Right? This is the church that he went to go be a part of. He caught the same charge that she caught. Hold on, let me go to real quick. Yeah, he was they said he was accused and convicted of child abuse. Yeah. No. I'm about to get it for y'all right now. Hit that like button, y'all, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineer, all of that. You know what I'm talking about, man. You can do all of that right now. You feel me? Y'all go up there and hit the like button and all of that, man. I'm about to get the confirmation, the information right now on our homeboy Nicholas Menina. All right. Hold on. Damn. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, this is the article right here, y'all. I'm about to read it from the article. Court records also show. Hold on, I'm about to put it on the screen so y'all can see it. Court records also show. Hold on, let me blow it up, y'all. Court records also show Duncan was arrested a decade ago for child cruelty in Baton Rouge after her son, who was 5 years old at the time, was taken to an emergency room after his teachers noticed he couldn't walk straight or even sit down. At the time, doctors said the child had burns on his genitals, feet, and back. His twin sister, was also examined, revealing unexplained bruising on her arm and leg. Deputies then went to her home at Segan Village Apartments, where they found a 2-year-old who also had visible bruises on his neck and back, and 4-year-old boy home alone. While deputies were asking the 4-year-old where his parents were, Father Nicholas Menina came into the home with another 2-year-old. The mother, ZAKIYA Duncan, came to the home after a doctor's appointment for her 8-month pregnancy. The parents were separated and questioned. According to arrest paperwork, Menina told deputies that his 5-year-old son slept on the bare floor in a locked bedroom closet. Menina said boards were placed in front of the closet doors to keep the child from escaping and stealing food from the kitchen. Deputies noted Menina said the 5-year-old girl and 2-year-old boy slept on the bare closet floor in the master bedroom. According to notes, there were 2 empty beds in the home. Both Duncan and Menina were arrested for cruelty to a juvenile, and DCFS took custody of all 6 children at the time. Duncan pleaded guilty to the charge, had to take a parenting class, and was put on probation, which was completed in 2020. All right. They never said what happened with old boy Nicholas. Right. Right. It's crazy, y'all, man. So this dude went to go on to be a part of some church in Baton Rouge, man. The Elevate Church. All right. I guess cruelty to a juvenile was the charge. I guess that's what they said. They were arrested for cruelty to a juvenile. Duncan pleaded guilty to the charge. It's crazy, man. It's insane, man. Cruelty to children, man. All right. So we got a case here, man, of a mom and a mother and a father, or a mom and a dad, all right, who clearly were not fit to be parents. You feel me? We got Nicholas Menina, who was either helping to abuse the children or just not doing anything about it when he got privy to her doing it, right? After the situation blows over and whatever happened, probation, whatever they get, he leaves. My brother L, what's good?
What up, bro?
What's the deal, man?
Man, I can't call it, bro. You know, another day in the life.
Yeah, man. This is a sad situation right here, man.
Yeah, bro, this shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
Just like I said, man, it's just crazy. It just kind of seems like when you look at it, like not even like I'll just separate if it was to happen because, like you said, now hearing that it was a pattern, it already kind of made it feel when I first seen it as a you know, like that social media gratification that comes from it and trying to uphold that image. And it just is crazy that people will go to the lengths of, yeah, I mean, just being sick like that with their kids. Like, I mean, when I heard like she made them like drink bleach, like that, that kind of like, even the eating they shit and drinking they piss, but the bleach shit, like, it's like, man, that shit was like, you trying to kill them. Like, I mean, you already was doing some shit that was endangering them. But now you like really trying to kill him like that. Man, they gotta make an example out of her for real. Like,
oh, they going to you believe it.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely gotta do something about that, man. Cause that right there, that ain't right. But at the end of the day, like she had to know that eventually she was gonna get caught. Like you can't do that shit forever.
So my thing, L, right? I would have asked you, what do you think would compel a mother?
I can't even tell you, bro. Honestly, I can't even tell you. Like, I even tried to think about that when I first read the story, and I still can't come up with no answer for it. Like I said, the only thing I could see that like made it the worst is that when she had him reading that, trying to make herself like look like a good mom, like having them go on Instagram Live or whatever it was going on live, and having them read the Mother's Day cards and shit like that.
Oh, they got a video of them doing the TikTok dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically just trying to make it seem like everything was cool. Like, and that's a lot that goes on. We see a lot of people, we might know certain personal shit. And you see, everything look good when it's online. And, people try to uphold that online, personification. And then, behind closed doors, you never know what's really going on when you take that mask off of the social, that social engineering shit. So, it's just crazy, man. Like, that people go to the lengths. And I really, like I said, I try to think of any kind of explanation or, I always try to think of what could have led to that. And I just couldn't think of nothing like, and normally I'm quick with it on that. And I just really can't, bro. And I thought about it for like a couple of days. And I really couldn't when I first seen that story. Cause it just was like, come on now, like this sound like if you was to kidnap somebody's kids that wasn't yours and you was holding them in the basement because you ain't want them to get away, like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking, like not your own kid, like, you know what I mean? Like that sounds like, you know, I just seen the one story about the one white dude where you know, he kidnapped the one kid and had a kid or whatever, and they got away while he went to like the store or some shit. Like, you know, that's the kind of vibes it was giving me. But I'm like, man, like, and then I was like, I ain't even like, you know, I don't like to put color on that. You know, it wasn't even like no, you know, our culture kind of type shit. Like, like, you know, that's the thing. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that ain't even like how we even ever rock. Or to my knowledge, like I said, we do know people that might be a little excessive with beating and all that shit back in the day. Like, it was more common when we was coming up more than I feel like it is now.
Yeah, sure. It's actually fine.
Yeah.
What was that?
Some bullshit, man.
I thought you was about to play a clip.
Yeah, I'm trying to have it, but something happened. I must have accidentally clicked something off or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on real quick. I'm gonna just bring it up though.
Okay, cool. They cut my grass. Why are they cutting the grass? So the dad, he does he stay in a different state or in the same state? That organization, is that in Texas too? Stacks. Well, yeah, man, this shit crazy, man. They definitely gonna have to
It's crazy, man.
really look into this shit really deep. Do some real digging in this and see who all knew, who could have been involved or whatever. Because if anybody knew about it, they need to be taxed too.
Yeah, and that's the illest part about it right there too. Is people who knew what was going on and didn't say anything, man. That would be terrible about stuff like this too, because people be knowing what's going on. People be definitely knowing what's going on, man.
You know, somebody had to go over the house and see something.
You know, the kids coming out looking all crazy if they come out. You know what I'm saying? They all skinny looking and stuff. Like, you think people can't see
I mean,
that stuff?
look at their wrists. You mean to tell me no family members ever went over the house or saw the kids in person?
Nobody ever checked on them or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Did they go to school or they probably
Honestly,
were
did they go to
homeschooled?
school? Like, what the hell? Like, was they going to school? Like, what's going on? Like, check this out.
Greetings. Welcome to ATW. I'm your host, Apostle Keith. This is the episode that we do on Sundays beyond our Sunday morning worship experience, as well as our Tuesday night Bible study. It's an opportunity for you, our listening audience, as well as our viewing audience, to ask questions or make comments to go a little deeper in the message that was preached on that day. Do me a favor, go ahead, send us an email if you have any comments or requests.
Look at this guy.
info@elevatechurchbr.com. Or I would also like for you to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified.
Look at the comments, y'all.
I'm excited today because this has been 4 years in the making to get one of my spiritual sons on ATW. Nicholas Menina. And finally, finally, it's happened to me. Amen. So good to have you on ATW. Amen. This is a long time coming. Of course, when ATW first kicked off, we were
you know what I'm saying?
ATW in the mall, and a concept and idea that was struck up, of which you've been a part since the time, but yet have not sat in the seat. Amen. Amen. But we have you today. So, of course, you are very familiar and aware of how ATW goes. So let's jump at it.
Amen. So I was in my notes writing. I wish I had an ATW card, but I'm going to remember. 4 years ago, when we started ATW, we was in the Purge series. Yeah. And 4 years later, now we're in the Worship to Warfare, and the subtitle is The Crushing. Yeah. So I'm being blessed, of course, by the sermon series and the message. But I understand more now what you were talking about in the purging process. My spiritual maturity has grown because I was hating the purging process. Right. Because when I looked up the definition for purge, that means to strip and take away and to put something back in. Yeah. But at that time in my life, I wanted everything to be gone. Right. And so I
bet.
Process, but I was kind of okay. I'm gonna get everything out of me, and I guess I see what God got for me. And after that came, now it's the crushing. Yeah. So it's a continual process.
Absolutely.
And so I don't have a question about it. Okay. I just want to let you know that I bless God for your time and study and listening to him to bring us the message about the crushing, because the crushing, I thought the purging process was hard, but the crushing process.
What is he talking about, purging and crushing? What is this? This is what I be talking about, man. What are you talking about, man? Huh?
I think you trying to say that he purged his old ways away.
No, he's talking about this as if this is a doctrine, though. I'm talking about what is this purging doc? What is this? I've never heard this before.
Well, you know, they got that movie, The Purge, so it's a popular term now.
I don't get it. He's speaking in a term as if this is some type of doctrine he's kicking at this church, this Elevate church. And this is another thing too, man. All these churches, man. We're gonna have me and my dad gonna get into that, man. But yeah, this is a sad situation right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the children involved, the kids is about to be in the foster care system, L.
That's the worst part about it, is that they gonna suffer the most off of something like this. And it ain't even their fault. You know, and then they gonna have mental issues. It's gonna be a lot of trauma. It's gonna be a lot of building they gotta come from here, a lot of trust issues they gonna have in their life. Because if their mom was able to do as their, they provider, protector, all that, if they was able to do that to them, the trust issues is gonna be crazy, man. You know what I mean? They ain't never gonna be able to really fathom that. It's gonna take a lot of work.
Right.
It's gonna take a lot of time and work for them to really get past that, and you just gotta send your love and blessings to people like that, and just all out throughout the world. Like, whenever you say a prayer in the morning, whatever you do, your blessings, whatever you call it, just send it out as a blanket to everybody that deserve it in the world, because it's a lot of people that need it, and it's kids like that that's out there. It's like that in all kinds of places, not just in America. Other countries is even worse. It's normal in other countries. So, we just gotta really think about it, man. That's why I say, when you wake up in the morning, you already won. Because a lot of us don't really understand. Like, yeah, we go through a lot of shit here, and we in America, like, we gotta be real with ourselves. Like, I ain't saying that we ain't supposed to have what we have or do the things we do, because we're blessed to be how we are. But also, if we in a fucked up situation, we also have to understand that our fucked up is a different fucked up in other places. Our fucked up is rich in some countries. So we just gotta be blessed to even be here, and just make sure that we stay on the right path. I know Virgil talking about the big time. We gotta move now. on our time and make sure it's light. You know what I mean? You always move with the light. You know what I mean? Everybody go through dark times, but you know, when you get to the other side, man, you just gotta know, man. It's about also understanding yourself and holding that mirror in. That's when you're really able to make the changes, when you're able to see when you fucking up. You know? It's some people that just try to justify their fuck ups, but when you're able to see them, like, you know, even if you think about it after you did something like that, you know, that was fucked up what I did. Like, if you even recognize it, it's better than you not knowing it all. But to really put the recognition before you make actions and do shit like this, you know, because I do believe everybody can change. But, you know, the growth in people and when you're really truly solid is when you're able to control that all the time before you make those mistakes in life. So, you know, I just pray that these kids can get through it, get over that hurdle in life, and eventually open up and be able to be loving people in the world. Because I know it's going to take a lot for them to be that. And they got every right to be, you know, pissed off at the world right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Because somebody should have came and helped them kids. Somebody knew something. Somebody seen something. Somebody had a feeling something going on. And everybody felt these children.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Nobody wanted to call, talk to the kids. Like, I mean, and I get that she probably was monitoring the call. So,
I'm talking about the pops, like, dude, like this Nicholas dude,
it seemed
Nicholas.
like he just went off and
It's
you
like
know,
he just said. It's like he just said F the kids, huh? Her and the kids.
just saying, yeah. I mean, just you know, and that's what I say about like child support fathers. I get that, you know, if you work in other places, I get it. Look, I get that. If you gotta move, you gotta do things, you build your life somewhere else. I get that, but you have to want to see your kids, and this is why you have to want to see your kids because you just never know. You know, and you gotta want to see them by yourself, not under some controlled supervision. Like you gotta have some type of relationship. Talk to your kids. That way you could tell if something off. Because he might be talking to them, but because he ain't had that real connection with them, he probably couldn't even tell that something was off because, you know, maybe they've been talking in a different tone. And when you really talk to, you know, got that connection with your kid, you know when something's off, even if they talk in condom rooms. You know, you'll be like, hey, you know, you good? You know, even if they end up opening up, sometimes you can tell when something's a little off, just a little off. And they, you know, and I'm pretty sure she probably still haven't talking to him. And he was sitting right there and monitoring the calls and all that. But at the same time, he should have been able to recognize and have that bond with his kid. Obviously, how did they say how long this was going on for?
You said what?
Did they have like a timeline how long this been going on for?
Nah, not really, but you know, it was going on for a minute, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It was going on back in 2002, 10 years ago when they caught the case. So yeah, it was a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. That case was from 2012.
Okay. And
she caught the first when they caught the first charge and they broke up. So they not been messing around or whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? And here it is 10 years later, and it's still going on.
Yeah, and they locked up.
It got worse because as you've seen the pictures from the handcuff marks and all that stuff, you see it's got exponentially worse over the years.
So, and the boyfriend was there. They locked him up too, right?
Yeah.
Because he had to know about that shit. Obviously, if he at the house.
Clearly.
Do you think he had something to do with like her taking it to that extreme even more?
You know, to some extent, yeah. I'm not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We can't say how much he was involved because we just don't know right now. But we do know he's involved, and he is involved to the extent that if he was rocking with her like that, he definitely knew what she was doing, and he was staying with her. So he knew, he seen it, he witnessed. So I'll say whether if he was participating, or if he was participating but not really participating, as in he just was like telling her to like chill out, you tripping or But I mean, come on, I can't even say that though. She got the kids locked up in the closet and stuff though, bro. So you was involved with that though. So you know,
That's
you
what
were,
I'm saying.
you know what I'm saying? I'm being devil's advocate over the whole situation, not this specific situation, but this specific situation, he was there, he participated. Obviously, you got to know the kids is locked up getting fed shit. You either helped her do it or whatever. Come on, you ain't messing with no chicken. Don't know she got shit like that going on her goddamn house, man. So you involved, man, flat out.
That's what I'm saying. I definitely feel like, and that's what I'm saying, like, you know, because if she was already kind of known to be abusive, but not taking it to this level, was him coming into, like, you did ask me the question. I was over here thinking about it. So I'm trying to think, like, what changed from when her and the first dude may have been kind of abusive to the kids, because it seemed like he ended up going off and changing his life for the better. But it seems like
seemingly.
It seems like she, you know how she could have got bitter, got even more bitter, bro.
Right.
You know how that shit happens, bro. And the only connection and tie she got to him would be the kids. And how do you try to hurt him?
Hey, bro, and where you at, bro? Bro, that phone sounds crazy, bro.
That's good. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me close my window. That sound better.
Say what now?
That sound cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hold on, let me see what's my mic.
Your mic's not sounding nice right now, son. Oh, he done dropped all the way out. But yeah, though, man, this is crazy, man. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Even dude is the father. He tripping. You hear me? Ain't no way in hell you not know, especially after being involved, getting arrested, going to jail, whatever happened. You just gonna sit up there and lead the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Just up and lead the kids. You feel me? Like the Facebook posted, just to get abused more. And then you go and join some church, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start being a little bit more tightening up on holding people to the fire, man, when they do bullshit, man.
Yeah, my bad. That should sound better now.
Yeah, it sounded a whole lot better, man. It phone sounded crazy, man.
Nah, but what I was saying though is I feel like, you know, maybe I'm just putting it out there because I'm just trying to connect dots and you asked the question.
Right.
What do I think will make her do this? And I'm thinking like, all right, you know, I'm just putting it together. Story so she was with dude. You said that she had a history of doing it when she was with dude.
Right.
Dude goes off to jail, whatever, comes back, changes his life, gets involved in church, kind of, you know, gets his own family, starts doing his thing. So he seems to be doing better in life. You know, and this is all allegedly. I'm just trying to paint the picture.
Right.
You know, maybe she gets mad, bitter that he's doing what he's doing, and she's with, you know, a dude that's kind of, you know, just filling the void, but not like this dude, and she's seeing the change. Like, damn, you know, like could be a little form of jealousy, whatever, bitterness, whatever, and then, you know, somehow she probably was already abusive like she used to be, but then maybe this dude could have, like, her new dude push her like, you know what, you should do this. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to put that on nobody, but it definitely seemed like it was a change to the extreme level. And the only change that I could see from what you're telling me just off of the timeline of the story is the new boyfriend, who obviously knew everything was going on, because he had to be a weird motherfucker. If you get with a girl, and even if you like kind of find out some shit like later, if it wasn't like present up front and you might have been like already locked in for a second, if you find some shit out like that, the average motherfucker gonna be like, oh yeah, I ain't with this shit. Like, So I'm thinking that he had to either be like he obviously was complicit with it, but maybe he was a part of the start of it too. Because ain't no normal nigga just gonna walk into that kind of situation already jayed off. Like, I just can't see it. I can't see no average nigga walking into a situation where a girl got a kid side up and he like, oh yeah, I'm down with that. Like, nah, I can't see it. It definitely was some wild shit. I don't know, bro. Like I said, I think that if you get me to just guessing, I don't like to assume none of that, but I just kind of feel like, dude, the new boyfriend had to be a part of the start of it, or most likely was. Let me say that. Yeah, he most likely was part of the start of the extreme behavior from the mom into the way that she locked her kids up and made them do that kind of shit. I said that shit just crazy. Super. But yeah, man. This shit it definitely need to be national news too. Just for the way that the public opinion.
It is. You hear
Okay.
me, L?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought my mic was on. I forgot my mic was on. My fault, man. But yeah, it is.
Okay. All
I
right.
see it on CNN, see it on Fox News, and other
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
too.
Yeah, see, I don't really watch the news like that. I just kind of read the stories. I try, you know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely is wild, man. I just can't believe no shit like that. They just really pissed me off, and I normally don't get pissed off at a lot of stories, but this one really did get me pissed.
My man Uncle Diggity in the building was good. Uncle Diggity said, I thought this was a pre-recorded, bro. Man, I wanted to go in since I'm gonna be chilling at crib. I'm waiting, I'm waiting to go get my hair cut. So I said I must as well just go live while I'm waiting to get my hair cut. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I just happened to just get back from home over here watching this damn UFC fights and shit, and I was looking on YouTube, and I'm like, oh shit, popped up.
Yeah. I just decided to go in real quick, man. I'm just chilling, waiting to go get my hair cut. So I was like, fuck, I might as well go ahead and just see what's popping real quick. Talk about this little situation right here, because it's crazy that somebody can really sit up here and do this to their kids, man. Well, the other show is definitely still going in later on tonight. We got my young homie Drip the Don coming on.
Haircut.
I already talked to him. I'm telling my young brother about to blow up. Watch, I'm telling y'all, he gonna blow. You know what I'm saying? Because he nice. Y'all gonna see when he come on later on the night. Later on the night at 9 o'clock tonight, after I get my hair cut and run a couple more moves, man. I'm talking about we're gonna get it in at 9 p.m. tonight. And once again, my young homie Drip the Don is in the building. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna definitely want to come back for that content galore over here at A Real Talk Podcast. You understand what I'm saying? Tomorrow night, we got Spiritual Roots with my pops. We're going in on the spiritual roots of life and death, man. What y'all know about that, man? You hear me? We're going in on the spiritual roots of life and death.
What time y'all going live?
8 o'clock tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. It's going to be a beautiful teaching, man. So make sure you get your notebooks and a couple pens. You know what I'm talking about? You want to take some notes because hella jewels are going to be dropped. Teaching does going to happen over here at A Real Talk Podcast. You hear me? So, you make sure you come through tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going in Spiritual Roots Sunday with me and my pops, man. We're going in on the spiritual roots of life and death. It's gonna be a beautiful situation. Trust me, you're not gonna want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? On these, I thought it was a pre-recorded. Man. Whenever I get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna create another channel straight for what's the name? Straight for pre-recorded and just do lives on one channel.
What you gonna do? Edits?
What you mean edits?
Like the edited shows, kind of like
Oh,
a show.
You talking about like on the pre-recorded side?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find a spot.
No, I ain't gonna be doing nothing like that. I'm gonna just be doing like little pre-recorded videos. It's like probably little 10-minute videos at the most, maybe like 15-minute videos. You know what I'm saying?
I say we could do the
going in on whatever subject I'm going in on. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like the same premise, just more controlled. Had a whole like you gonna edit out like the whole show, kind of.
No, I ain't even gonna do that. I just a pre-recorded video. I just sit down and record myself talking or whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch. I just did one yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Check it out.
Yeah, I thought you meant like, adding like graphics to it while you was doing like shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Like when you say you're gonna do a pre-recorded, like adding the graphics later and just touching it up a little bit.
Yeah, like you see the videos I do, like you see right now, I got hella pre-recorders on here, man.
You know yeah. Nah, you used to do them all the time.
Yeah.
You stopped doing it.
I did, but
because you used to do the food.
Say what now?
You used to do the food shit too, like the food blogs. That used to be one of my.
Yeah, we gonna get back in all of that, man. When they, you know what I'm saying, when they gotta get some things in order to make sure the business and stuff is right, man. I gotta get the, you know what I mean.
Let's get
before we start going in super hard like that.
Hey, I like going out to eat. I'm a nigga that definitely flows through the city and know a lot of spots, bro. We definitely could get something popping where we may do something every, month or something, like a review of the restaurant or some shit, maybe every couple weeks or something. Little spot, do some little shit. We got man, we talk. We get some shit popping, bro.
See, you want to know what's funny? When I look at this on my phone, it don't post this, but when I look at it here, they got them a video on here, so they took it off for a minute, but they got it back on here now.
Were you talking about the old stuff?
No, I'm talking about the when I was last Wednesday show when I was exposing the Demon Time music industry. Remember when they deleted it, Uncle Diggity? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it right now. It's on here. When I was breaking down Hotel California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a different kind of song. I like that song though.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took the one shit down that me and you did. They never put that back up, but that was because of music shit, right?
I hope so. I imagine so.
I mean, we wasn't even discussing nothing except for the music that day. So that wasn't even like a topic based nothing. That was just a live. You know what I mean? That was the Summer's Mind breakdown.
Right.
Yeah, I own all them beats. Like shit. I mean, I don't own them, but I lease them. Like shit, I'm allowed to play them with my shit.
Right. You know how they be acting with the little copyright stuff. They're like on log game with that stuff, man.
There wasn't even no samples. Yeah, it wasn't no samples on none of them tracks. Them was all straight producer made joints. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. For fair use.
Right. Maybe we did. I know we didn't say that. And I'm the fucking artist. I don't know if they thought they need to contact. They ain't contact me or nothing. Like,
right.
Were they gonna contact me to ask me if I can let them use my beats?
Use my beats, man. You made a whole album off of my stuff, man. That's exactly why they put it out, so people could do that. What are you talking?
Yeah, man. That's some shit.
That's just the YouTube. That's why I say that's the unintelligent artificial intelligence, man.
They do that shit to me on Instagram. Like when we did the live, the last one, when you came over my house. Remember when we did the one part, the last party we did. I remember I used to stream from Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then they shut down the my joint that we did on Instagram every time, the last 2 times. So I just stopped doing it on Instagram because I'm like, I'm not about to have half a stream then it just cuts off. You know what I mean? And then they don't even play that shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, bro, it's a lot of shit. That shit though, man, that definitely was a good one to talk about, man, because that shit, it kind of exposes a lot of these people out here. And I think it's even something that a lot of people could learn from that, you know, trying to put the perfect picture up all the time. And, you know, we all go through shit, you know, but, you know, you see how people put up fake lives.
Right.
You know, that's another thing that people gotta also learn. Like, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna learn something and we're gonna get to the solution-based content, you know, if you got any people that you know, like, you know, nieces, nephews, or friends, and you know, you go over their house and shit, and you just, you know, you ever get any ill vibes with the kids, I ain't saying snitch or nothing like that, but you know, if you know, see something extreme like that, or even think of something extreme like that, you know, it's a different level. Like, you know, beating the kids, all that, like, that's a little different, you know what I mean? But like when you get to some extremes like this where kids is in handcuffs and you like I don't know, I don't even want to repeat all that shit again, but it just was a lot of sick shit. And if you ever got any type of thinking that something sick is going on with kids, you definitely gotta report it, man.
Right.
And I'm all about staying in your own business and minding your own business. I get all that. But if there's something extreme, you know, we owe it to ourselves, man. Like, this is a society we gotta live in, man. If we willing to accept like that for other people, why would we want somebody to stop it if it was to happen to us? You know, you can't have it both ways.
Right.
If you wouldn't want that shit to happen to you like that, to that extreme. Like I said, it's different people that have different parenting methods that you may not agree with, you know, like hitting kids or way they might talk to them. And even then, like, if it's your people, you should be able to have a talk with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You feel like it's something off, like, hey, bro, you know, maybe you should talk to your son like
Flat
that.
out,
You know?
okay, flat out. She said that things like this should be reported, period. I know, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Notice anything going crazy with kids looking crazy, they dirty, they look skinny and emaciated, they got bruises on them. If you even see it, you notice the kids, because man, you know when something is up. I'm gonna say something. I'm the type of guy. I'm gonna say something when it comes to kids. I'm gonna say something when it comes to kids.
Right. Definitely gonna say something.
I'm gonna say something when it comes to them kids, man. For real, man. Especially they be looking all dirty and you know I'm talking about looking all skinny and stuff, man. Like, but I think another aspect of this too, though, like I said earlier, man, you notice when the kids are going up to them neighbor house, they wasn't even trying to help them. These is kids. These clearly, obviously, are kids. They're children. Y'all just gonna let them out there? It's cold outside. You see the one little homie with the shirt on, if he's looking all skinny and sickly. You probably can't even tell that's a little girl until you actually see her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, help them. Like, I would have never told them, like, nah, I could go on somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? You could clearly tell they're children. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy that them people was playing them like that, man. It's crazy. I think that was, to me, that was the most disturbing, one of the most disturbing things too. Like, these little children obviously are in need of help and assistance and care. Clearly, they're distraught. Something's going on. You got the one little boy, he's bony as hell. You can see his damn chest through his back and his back through his chest. He ain't got no shirt on. And you don't even can tell that the other little twin is a little girl until you like hear her talk or say something. And she's just as emaciated, mad bruises on them and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, you can clearly see that through the window or through the peephole or whatever. Many kids ain't got this, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and like you said, man, for this to be like that, man, like the neighbor not to really like come to the aid on top. Like I said, man.
That's crazy right there to me, man.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Yeah, but we about to go ahead and get on up through, man. I ain't want to drag this one out too much, man. I just wanted to talk about it real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think it was something that needed to be discussed, man. This is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are going to be saying, well, why is she saying that? We're focusing on that. Because I'm not. You feel me? I chose not to. That's why. You feel me? This happened on her watch. You hear me? So she gonna get the scrutiny. You hear me? Just like if it happened on his watch, he would be getting the scrutiny. And this is crazy to me because he's still here. He's still gonna get the scrutiny because, like, ain't no way in hell he did not know this was going on, and he just choose to like let it go. And you know, a lot of y'all guys be saying "f them kids" out there, though, man. You got to think if you allow things to get so disillusioned between you and your children's mother to where you just like, oh, I'm just forget it. You understand that things ain't gonna be good or right for you, man. And then y'all see he going to church, and the church clearly knew what he had going on. Clearly, he's going to the church. He's a part of the church. You mean to tell me that the church didn't know what he was just a part of? Stop it.
Yeah.
Right?
And if he turned, and I think that even says even more because it's like if he turned into just a child support dad, that's kind of like, I mean, if you're making a change, you got to make sure that change is keeping your kids in your life. You know what I mean? Especially how many, you say it was 5 kids that he had with her? Those was all his kids, or was some of them the new dude's kids?
I think that was all 5 of them were his kids, and 2 of them was from somebody else, I think. So
Okay.
she got an older kid that's like 18. That when they got bagged, her oldest kid was with him, but they let him go. They didn't even arrest. They didn't arrest him.
And he had to know too.
So the whole thing is, man, and this is how generational demons get them up. This is how they get passed down, man, through this type of trauma and drama, man. This is how they get passed down to the next generation, man. Now look at these 2 kids. Look at these 5 kids. Think of the man. When I think of the emotional trauma that they're going to experience growing up, man, being exposed to something like this, man, at this age for this long too. You gotta think them kids is like 15 and 16 now. They was like 10. They was like 5 when all this stuff was starting, man. This been going on for 10 plus years, man, because I think she caught the case the first time. So it's really been going on all their life. You understand the level of trauma these kids have been subjected to, man? You understand what type of demons have manifested in these children, man? Down to the very core. I'm talking about to the DNA through epigenetics. This is what epigenetics is, y'all. Y'all hear me say epigenetically passed down childhood and human trauma, right? Trauma is hereditary. I wonder if y'all knew that. Did y'all know that? This is the old saying to say that the sins of the father will visit the children. So of course Nicholas is getting held. So of course Nicholas is definitely getting held to the highest account over here. When it comes to this specific situation right here, it happened on his watch, but not in his care. Right? He served his time or did whatever he did from the first situation back in the day. Clearly, he cut ties with her, and he ain't wanting nothing else to do with her. Now, as far as the kids, I don't know. I don't know the intricacies of that situation, so I'm not gonna really speak on it. Him being the piece of shit, I don't know what it was. You feel what I'm saying, L?
But that's what I was saying. Like, he obviously didn't have that connection. That if he was calling at least to notice something even sounded off a little bit,
right?
Like, but it's also like you said, we have no idea if he even talked to the kids, if he completely just cut ties and just was like, yeah, I'm just sending money. You know, we know a lot of cats do that.
He could have been totally disillusioned from the kids. Maybe she was keeping the kids from him because what she had going on, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's too many unknowns that you can't really
that's
speak
what
on.
I'm saying. There's way too many
Until we
unknowns.
get more, you get more information on it, you can expand on it. But right now, you just can only go off of what the article kind of
But what we do know is this: he was involved back in the day and got arrested and went to jail. I don't know about if he went to prison. What happened out of that? If he did probation, I don't know. But we know he got arrested for it. So clearly, he was guilty to some degree the first time. Now, I mean, it's possible for him to have went on the path to change his life, but to not be involved with your children, your 5 children.
It's extreme. This situation is very extreme, man.
I can see if it was 1 kid, but 5.
Yeah.
That's a lot of children to just like be basically ignoring.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's okay to ignore one. I'm just saying 5 kids though, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And you ain't no way you not know what's going on with this chick, you know, or at least from the case that you was involved with in the past, you know, she had the potential to be you know what I'm saying, very demonic, and she's exercising perpetual generational demons onto the children. You hear me? Because I want y'all to understand, look, and I'm gonna come up for this, man, because this is serious, man. I want y'all to understand the level of trauma that these kids have downloaded.
Definitely a lot.
I'm talking about you hear me? I ain't good now. So just think about that, y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here because I gotta get my hair cut, man. You know what I'm talking about? But just think about that, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? When I come on tonight, when I got the little homie Drip the Don on, I'm gonna be nice and crispy. You know what I'm saying? And interview the young brethren. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, super talented young brother. You know what I mean? Dope artist. You know what I'm saying? You tap in, L, you're gonna see this little dude is nice, man. Go check him out on Instagram. Go check him out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go on my page right now, y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? See the video post for it. Just tap on, that's his name, how you spell it, DRIPPDADON. You know what I'm saying? All one word on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go check his music out. We going in. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed a young brother, man. He was coming off his college tour. He done went on all type of college tours across the country to perform. You know what I'm saying? So he a dope performer too. Like he's like, you know what I mean? He was born to do what he do because it's so natural to him. You know what I'm talking about? And it's only right that he come on A Real Talk podcast. You understand what I'm saying, man? So y'all tap in with us later on tonight at 9 p.m. You know what I'm talking about? We going in. I'm about to get up out of here and go get crispy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm gonna leave y'all with an E&E selection. You dig?
Yes, sir. All right, brother, man.
Gotta leave y'all with an E&E selection, man. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, bro. I'll get with you, man. Hit me up later, bro. If you come.
Oh, you already know. You already know, brethren.
Yeah, if I swing through, I'll hit you up.
You already know, brethren.
All right, one.
All right. Yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, we about to get up out of here, man. Hold on. Let me find this joint real quick. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all, man. Subscribe to the page, man. Click on the bell. You know what I mean? This is a dope song by my man Glister Guarantee and my homie Sick. No, shit's the Sick, man. Listen. Y'all can go download his album right here. You feel me? Y'all can go download his album right here. My brother Sick. Fire album. I'm gonna have him on the show when he get out of his busy season. He's in school right now to be a sports analyst. You hear me? So mess around, see my man's on ESPN or something. You feel me? So when he come off of doing that, he gonna come on the show. We're gonna break a couple of his albums down. He got like 3 or 4 of them. Fire MC, and this is him and my man Glister Guarantee. You did. You know what I mean? We're gonna go in, man. This song is fire, man. Hit that like button on the way out, y'all, man. We coming back later on tonight at 9 p.m. to interview my young brother, Drip the Don, Columbus, Ohio artist on the rise, about to blow out the air, you know, to blow out the water. You know what I'm talking about? This boy about to be on fire. You hear me, man? Watch what I'm telling y'all, man. Watch what I'm telling y'all, man. You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all come on back later on the night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineering. Hit that like button, of course. Smash it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be with y'all later on tonight. Enjoy this track right here. We out.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it.
Yeah, hey. Sick.
Hi. It's going to hurt.
Hey. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My views bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My views bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. Sick with it, kid, come see me for benefits. Oh, you think you seen a dry? Wait till recession hit. Some aggressive shit. Knows who you messing with. Take your stomach out, then what you digesting with. Sick bar, sick flow like I'm possessed with it. Front door, back porch, how I'm addressing it. Heard you really like my style, now you impressed with it. You was talking hella shit, now you confessing it. Sick Benjamin, I know it's some impressive shit. Prejudice, only paper with the presidents. Well, my penmanship is fire at the fingertips. I'm still flawed, I can't find this landing strip. E&E, education come with fellowship. Everything good with the pen, check the manuscripts. And our residents skipping our internship. Watch me doctor up the flow. Check the membership. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. Pajama slippers and a split, I'm just getting comfy. When it come to dropping hits, I get kinda clumsy. Another show, sick flow, mic is getting rusty. E&E, fan thick like a board of trustees. 3P, double breast with the magic cufflink. Got a rack, she got a rack, hers is kinda busty. Next move, who you king, make them bow to me. Weak with no backbone, it's how you sound to me. Why you think your head bobbing, stop doubting me. Better join the movement when the crowd surrounding me. Dumbfounded beat, I think I got some room to eat. Throw some wood to the fire to increase the heat. Now you in some trauma, Dutch master, guinea bombers. Fake team, going great with some marijuana. Man, I know moms and pops so proud of me. Calculations broke, man, they always can count on me. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma.
Sick told me I can kill them, so I'm building coffins. Fire flow designer clothes, you know I do this often. Pick your poison, I'm a shooter, ain't no time for talking. The gas I blow is really strong, that's why I'm usually coughing. My bitch is bad and life is good, man, I don't see no problems. My swag is up, I piss them off, now that's a bladder problem. I speak the truth in every bar just like I'm Beanie Siegel. No fuck with fakes, that shit is law just like a paralegal. Dip through your set like them niggas with the frozen eagle. Pop off and let a couple rockets like I'm in Toledo. Don't test me ever, multiple choice, I leave them guessing. Slow singing, flower bringing, man get the reference. CBS the way I keep an eye on these niggas. Cause niggas hating, that's a fact though, I just stack them figures. Notion glitch, I promise you niggas don't want the drama. But it's up to you, you can deal with the drama.
We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma. We be winning 100 figures plus a couple commas. City slickers, how you figure that my math a problem? My view's bigger still, quicker still about the drama. Give it back, fleet flicker, now you in some trauma.
That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it.
And another one.
It's going to hurt.
Wonder, did you make this?
All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man, that's a common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action, we about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. We do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction.
What's up to a hater caught in the Vegas, lit no Vegas. That's for the Vegas. I'm one step in the majors. Cautious the heart was. Hoping the cases lost in the matrix. 600 the gray bands. I said fuck your play friends. Never chase those they chase when you make ends. Cruising on blocks. More in the hot. Live or you die. Those was the options. Determined by fresh. Popping the rotten. Play the type pasta. Hype us a rockin'. They never call when. Fuck are we on now? Fuck playing low now. Blow hot. Nicer than SoCal. When the king close out. Score they close now. She ready to coast down. Ice at my coast now. Play and I coach now. Nigga, I'm so wild. Till it's all sold out. Never I sold out. Cannot put I sold out. Hot summers, cold routes. Never shut thunder to gold out. No one can oppose now. Bad hands, origami they host out. I'm cold with the clothes now. More be less now. King clutch my best now.
We about subtraction.
We gotta get your blessed out.
That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction.
Nigga, all aboard. You listening to the captain. Circle mass small. Too many niggas be capping. Keep that bullshit to yourself. Don't need distractions. I got niggas that'll run in your mouth, not for extraction. It's all about the dough. My nigga, let's get it cracking. For these dividends, I'm moving shit out. Let's get the packing. Roll a blunt and head to the sky. You niggas napping. My bars thrill niggas. Compare me to Michael Jackson on the moonwalk. Nigga, this is real talk. Keep the green on me like I'm Jack with the beanstalk. Let me get a sample, nigga. That's how the fiends talk. Damn, that nigga lit. Yeah, that's probably what your bitch thought. In and out of stores, it don't matter what the guy bought. I got the dough. Be in that bitch like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's glitch, nigga, for real. I got that fire flow. And I done earned my stripes, my nigga, like a tiger spurt.
All action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. All action. We about subtraction. E&E on top, man. That's the common fraction. We the ones that come and see the main attraction. Do it for the love, man. That's our satisfaction. It's like a sex.